These days we're growing more food than ever before in our own yards, but sometimes finding the best place to do that can be a challenge. Whether it's too much shade in our backyard or restrictive subdivision covenants for the front yard, it can be difficult. So in today's video, I'm going to show you clever ways to tuck those tasty edibles into your existing landscape and keep them growing strong all season long. Now, when you're looking for places to tuck in edibles into your existing landscape, don't worry if you don't have a traditional vegetable or food garden to begin with. Just look for places where you have other plants and find open spaces, like right here where these begonia are, along with the coleus behind me. These plants love the warm weather, so as it gets colder, they're going to be coming out. But in the meantime, I still have an open area, which is perfect for plants like this lettuce right here, because first of all, it doesn't require a lot of sun. And secondly, these are cold hardy. So as these plants come out, this lettuce will only get bigger and it will withstand the cold weather, so this is the perfect place for that. As I prepare this area for planting, I want to make sure that it has access to irrigation. So we have an existing drip irrigation line in this bed, and so what I'm going to do is tap into it using a T-joint. I'll splice into the existing line, attach the joint, then add the spur tube, the drip irrigation tube, out to the new areas where I have plants, and that will supply the water. Then I want to make sure that this area is fertile, and the way that I do that is to add an additional amount of slow-release organically derived source of nitrogen that will last the season and keep these plants fed until they come out next summer. Then I add some mulch and this bed is ready to go. And that's all there is to it. Another area that we often plant and then forget and neglect is that sloped area where we put the ground cover in place. In this case, it's vinca, which is a great ground cover to hold that soil in place. But this sloped area doesn't have to stay with just the vinca or the ground cover. You can clear or cut away some of that like I've done right here, and then as much space as you need for whatever you want to plant here, well, it's ready for you. And the fact that this is a sloped area coming to this level area with lettuce, that's not a bad thing, because as the water moves and then settles out here, the lettuce loves moisture, so now you have your irrigation. So I've got this romaine lettuce in right here, and it's ready to go. One more plant, and I've got a new bed of lettuce. And finally, when you're looking for a place to tuck in a few plants, you don't need a lot of room. Like right here on this walkway headed to the front door, I've got maybe 1 square foot here, but that's the perfect amount of space for about 6 lettuce plants. I know I don't have to worry about irrigation because I'm looking here, I've got moss growing on the bricks, I've got happy hellebores, and I've got a downspout right here. So I know I've got plenty of water. The capillary action is going to draw that water right to the roots of my new plants. So all I need to do is add a little fertilizer and some mulch, and these plants are good to go.